with audio or visual, please go ahead and refer to the YouTube link provided above. Dude, are you seeing? Are you seeing my chart? Oh, oh no, 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 no. That was about a month after the move actually happened. So, because it brought in so much it brought in so much attention to the Arca Bulls that it was that it was said from $9 or 9.58, whatever that was, that we were about to run like huge, and something could be happening, and then literally a week or whatever later, here comes Roaring Kitty, and then the massive break. But I see this price action here, right? That area there where we were talking about this, and I actually think it was or June. I think it was June or something. It was around the anniversary ish, if I recall. It was forever ago. So yeah, this is the top of the price action. This would be your $500 equivalent to the 2021 prior to the AMC run. So this would mark off that would mark off the total of around an 8-year block. Typically, there is an average time to where price action tends to retrace or decompress down to its 50%. And the 50% of the entire space happens close. I'm telling you, on average, it's close to close to concluding your larger time frame. So we have the 1 year, 2 year, 4 year, 8 year candles. Those iterations are all closing this confluently this end of year. So you can see price action came down to, I mean, dude, that couldn't have gotten any closer. To your 50% retrace of the top. This retraced 50%, and now it's after the decompression, this is typically what we face. And in this case, it's in the shape of a bull flag. But this is using the annual chart. I've referred to this several times, but not the 50% retrace. But I have referred to this time frame many a times when I was covering this. But yeah, this is, Jen, absolutely well stated. I believe that this is geometric excellence. This really is. And for the master students that have been around me for a while, you guys already know that when we're talking about anything under a monthly candle, we're speaking forecast data, or forecast price. Anything into the monthlies, you're tapping into predictive territory. And that really brings in some edge or some power, the notion of it itself at least. So good. I mean, guys, good job in finding the catalysts here and stuff. I think that I should at least give the people my thoughts, whatever I'm showing on this right now. You guys are the first ever to hear that this thesis is alive, right? The potentials of closing that kind of time frame, guys. And we're talking about 4 years after the 2021 run. How does that feel? Going into closing your 2025 year into 2026 perfectly split into 10 years. So you just make that upside. You just make the upside here. This is really curious, dude. This is absolutely powerful. The chart told us the catalyst was coming. Absolutely, man. We didn't even know. We didn't even know a catalyst was coming. We just said, damn, this thing's about to fly. Daniel, that's Daniel right there. He's telling me, man. And all he asked was, hey, Arca, do you see anything coming up on GME? Or I forgot how he asked it. It was so plain. And I'm like, yeah, let's take a look. And it was the night where we were talking about the difference between, it was the night where we were talking about me giving you analysis based on the extended with the time frame cascading or the time confluence, which makes it a little longer for me to analyze, or I just give you the quick look, which I've been noticing has a pretty good strike rate against my time confluence. So meaning that I already have discretionary targets set. I block out all the visibility from those targets and start calculating this based on time and volatility. So oftentimes, and I mean really oftentimes, And this is another example of it where it did happen, right? So oftentimes the targets that I'm already looking at, supports, resistances, are almost to the penny exactly what the statistics are reading versus my discretion. So this is just me getting to know myself, you know. I'm never going to stop growing. I'm never going to stop being a student to the craft. So I will continue to push the envelope. And that being said, GME amongst another 2 or 3 other assets were observed in a quick look, and it absolutely gave us the run that we were looking for. And you know, I mean, these are several dollars, bro. This wasn't just a small claim, you know. It wasn't something that was just gonna move, you know, 80 cents to $1.50 or something. Dude, dollars up, and it really did show me that we could maybe, and I'm still observing it, guys. Okay, so I'm observing how I can expedite your analysis, because the ARCABULLS are growing, and I want to be able to take on more charts like I did before, right? You guys remember how 2.5 years straight, ticker picker at night, you know, anywhere between 14 to 21 tickers a night. And I remember even then that I was already pretty damn tight with the targets. So how can I, and even now it's even faster, you know, I could, because GME really took me 3 minutes, 4 minutes. It was not long. And those other assets too, and they all made the targets as well. So know that I'm working on myself too, guys. Know that I have you as priority. Okay, so just please remember, guys, that I'm not only trying to provide like this, you know, badass Discord here, but I'm also trying to bring you a better Arca, a better me, right quick. Sorry, Jen. I'm going to get you your analysis right quick. I love you, brother. No, man, you're a badass, dude. Thank you for sticking it. Thank you for believing in me. That's why he the GOAT. I love you, team. Why don't we get ourselves an opportunity here to get some analysis done now that we're talking about it. But guys, can I get an A in the chat if you would like for me to create some GME analysis videos for the future, for the coming days, at least to you know, provide you know, at least to provide the team some kind of outlook, as I know this has millions of participants, and if I'm not real, you know, and if the participants just end, I'm afraid of people FOMOing, and I know it's not my problem, as fuck. I know it's not my problem, but I still feel some type of latch to this, because you guys remember how long I did GME for too, not ever liking it. I'll speak on behalf of future Arca followers. Hey, right, Cyber, dude? You know, dude, I've never really been the biggest fan of either AMC or GME, and I say that out loud.
That AMC still had that sour taste in her mouth.
Still so sour, dude, and. Sebastian said no. Oh, dude. So I got to tell you, man, that it's just, there's so many people in there. There are thousands of followers that are subscribers that have come into the ARCABULLS in light of GME. And the whole point of it was to try to get you guys to look outside of GME and find the opportunities, you know, beyond the closed doors here, and there really have been, you know, and some of those people are still holding long-term GME. Some of those people are still trading, you know, intraday GME. That's fine. I don't care. Get to know your asset, right? Trade it the way you like it. You know it. Right? But there are also other opportunities in the market that can show huge potential. So let's see. I don't know about this one, but why not? Newbie. So, dude, before this was really in maybe a year and a half ago, a year. I don't know if it's actually been 2 years now. Maybe a year and a half ago. GME was a primary thing for me to cover, because there are millions and millions of people there that could be taken for a ride without knowing. And my thing here as Arca has always been about trying to help the green trader, trying to help people that are helpless, you know, they're helpless against themselves, helpless against the markets. It's just, dude, it's just really tough. And I try to shed light, even though they'll think that I'm the enemy. Or sometimes I mean, you have no idea how many times I've been accused of actually being Kenny G himself, right? Ken Griffin from Citadel. Dude, I fucking swear. I've been told that so many times, man. It's like they start to think, how could you even tell that this is gonna drop this far, right? So I'm saying, guys, there's massive liquidity into this zone down here. Let's just be patient, right? Let the price action do what it's got to do. It's got to pull back. It's got to do it. You know, if it doesn't do it, fine. So then they're like, it's not going to do it. We're going straight to the moon, right? Because that's exactly what you would think they would think of. So I'm going to load that NVIDIA up here. Hell yes. So he, so I would tell them like, okay, guys, well, you do you, right? And then price action dips. Price action dips into that low. And then right there, people are like, you're Citadel, you're in the inside. You're shorting this. So I thought it wasn't going to do anything I would say, you know, and and then all of a sudden I'm the short seller. I work inside of Citadel. I'm an insider, and then I am Ken Griffin. I worked myself from the floor to CEO in no time, overnight.
I remember seeing comments like that when you were doing the YouTube.
That's when it was, dude. Oh yeah, the lives, yeah,
Right.
that too. Oh my god, dude. So yeah, people are really helpless against each other.
I thought the warrants would be the
Catalyst.
Yeah, but now if this acquisition is accurate, that's big.
Oh, dude. I can't believe you said that, bro. Fuck. Now I have to do all this work. I love you, dude.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything on YouTube or any mention of what's going on.
Oh, yeah, you know what?
TikTok.
You guys are right. Jen just said it's not confirmed though. So I can't. Yeah, you know what? Here is a promise. I'm not going to speak onto it until we confirm yes or no. You know, if it's no, I'll put up 1. You know, but if it's yes, I may have to extend that for a month or a few reads at least, and then do our thing.
Someone find the Trump post.
Someone find the Trump post, dude. Let's go.
Do you think Trump would lie?
Excellently said, sir. Good words. Well, guys, let me take a sip of water here, and let's get our thesis on here. It looks like Sebastian is actually telling us that we're at potential loading zones here on NVIDIA, guys. Remember that we're still within a fired signal of NVIDIA, and this is leading towards an 87.50% upside accuracy in the firing of the signal we're speaking of. So which has a target of really $190 on average. It's 12.50% upside from the firing of that signal, which was fired off on 169.04. Conveniently at the open of the day prior to it running from 169 to an opening of 176 the next day. That's just phenomenal. You know, having a back test like this, 112 iterations total marked historically on the daily time frame, 98 of which have been correctly guessed, and that's giving you the close to 90% of probability. That's stupid. I'm betting on this. Right, so I understand that the dynamics can be whatever. They do have that new. They do have the new CoreWeave $6.3 billion deal announced yesterday, and I think there was scrutiny against them yesterday too on behalf of Chinese. It was something about the product line, and then also NVIDIA's. I think it was the RX, the 50 series RX. It's doing a 5-day 50%. That would be perfect because yesterday we closed it. So the RX 50 series chips are just not really what China was looking for. I'm not sure how. I read it in Yahoo Finance. I have a sleep, and I'm not sure if that's also leading towards this towards this potential downside. But guys, this is the gap here, right? Your daily gap located roughly around 174.70. All of this could be I will say it again to you guys. The most dangerous entries are typically at inflection, right? And also the most profitable ones are those. Just think of this entry being like, we're at 174, right? Just think of this entry being a weekly contract with a strike of $300. Extreme hugeness if you get there, but a loss of money if you don't. You'll lose it all if you don't even get close to it. So beware, right? This is a very evil potential for entry here, guys. Okay, I personally I'm gonna buy this, right? So just keep that aware. Sebastian, can you fill them in over what contracts you're observing? I think you ended up talking about the October 17th expiries with I forgot the strike. 185, I think it was, or 180. Yeah, I forgot. But yeah, please, brother, state it here. Cyber, let me just get a quick drink, brother, and I'm really parched. We had class this morning back in here, talking some serious potential over these tickers, and I'm already getting burnt out. This is so amazing. Let's see. You like the 17s? Okay, so 200 strikes, right, guys? October 17th. So that gives you plenty. 180, the 185s, Jen. I think I got the September 26s, and those are so damn close. I'm not gonna buy any more of those. I think I'm gonna buy. I want to look at the 185s for October 17th, the 200s for October 17th. I want to see all those. Based on open interest, right? So the 17th of October 200 probably have a gigantic amount of open interest. And, following the flow like that could sometimes prove okay. Right? So, but please let me know, guys. Let me take a quick little sip here. I have been in class, so let me go run. I need to just go pee real quick. Hold on, team. All right, Cyber, I love you, buddy. Dude, thank you so much for everything, man. And if I'm saying that in case you disappear and I don't see you, I love you. Okay, but if you're still here, awesome. Hold on, buddy. Literally give me 3-4 minutes. I'll be right back, guys. Oh yeah.
Man, we got 64. Wow. 64. tryna be.
able to hear my voice, and also, can you hear this music? All right. No music? Devil Dog, you should be shaking your ass by now. Okay, good guys. Just a moment, I'm coming in. Okay, team. I noticed here that on Tesla we did not get the pullback that we were looking for. Honestly speaking, I felt that the bounce may be similar to what's being observed there. It's just I didn't know if we were going to get the continuation this early. This is already kind of feeling like it wants to break out, but it may not do it, guys. Observe the SPX on an hourly close here in 2 minutes. It may influence those chances. Okay. Bro, Ron Jeremy. Oh my goodness. Dude's like, how old is that guy now? Actually, dude, he's not still in the industry, is he? Damn. Well, I mean, I guess he probably will be forever, but I like not acting though, right? Back when I was working at the audio house, I had no, guys, I'm not even joking with this. I'm not even joking with this. I did not know how like important and huge the awards were, like, or are, or whatever, because we ran a huge like system for that, for the awards show. I mean, a big ass system. It was running upwards of, I mean, I don't even know if I should be giving prices away like that shit. But it was a lot of money, like a lot of money. I had no clue. And I had part into building the systems, the in-ear monitoring and stuff like that. But it was just assisting in building the show, pulling out mics, like all the different stuff that the engineers would need to make the show happen. I had no clue, guys. You don't even understand. Like, this is the rental house that I work for has it's a Clear Global, right? That's the company. I'm talking about a 30-year contract with Super Bowl, right? I'm talking American Idol, The Voice, TED Talk, The Talk, Coachella. I think Burning Man is in there. I believe. I mean, I'm talking top tier, guys. Like the best of the best live events ever. Like, it's just ridiculous. And it would. I'm just gonna say it. I don't give a shit. The bill was upwards of $300,000 for the sound on this. Like, it was no joke. we sent out a semi. Like we sent out an 18-wheeler full of gear to make sure that this that the sound was done the right way, guys. Like we have, yeah. How about this? We when I'm talking about we is when I was part of it, right? Because I did have part in building the arrays and the mathematics for the Mercedes-Benz Stadium line, the speaker arrays all around the new Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Guys, this company is stupid big. It's ridiculous, right? So for them to have that, everybody was like, "What the hell?" Right? But we thought it was like this like joke when we were there. And then when we saw like what we had to put together, we were shitting ourselves. We were like, "What the hell, dude?" And then when the engineers showed up, it was a ridiculous stage. It was just it was top tier, guys. It was ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Did I win an award for feet? Yes, I did. No, I'm just kidding. No. I didn't do. I didn't. We were building the show, meaning that's just our job, right? Our jobs are to get the purchase orders, right, from the relationships from the clients, and we build to the needs. UNICEF is another one that we have a huge contract with. Guys, like, I mean, that was a big deal. Microsoft Winter, the whole convention it's done by the company too. I forgot the names of them. Microsoft Ready, there was Ready. There were a few of them. Oh my. Let's see. Dude, that bald spot in my head, you gotta be kidding me. I know. I was talking to Jen about it the other day, and it's like not a bald spot, of course. It's like the product that I'm wearing because, dude, it shines a light on it. I saw what you meant, and I'm like, dude, you are something else, sir. But I don't have a bald spot, man. I don't even have salt and pepper yet, and I'm 39. I actually wish I did, though. Not even kidding. All right, guys. Guys, curious price action happening over XRP right now as it is breaking above the 30429 resistance here. And now it's headed again for that probable break of 305. So this is another thread of analysis that we put up just yesterday, and it's proving to be pretty damn correct. If you were risk on literally from the market prep, I was telling you guys that this is about ready to go, and from that moment, sure, it absolutely was. And since then, it's made a bit of a zigzag here, right? But the price action should be upwards of, I don't know, maybe 1% to 2% since we've last talked about it. So good stuff indeed. Dollar bill, I know, dude, I know. Freaking devil dog. My bro straight up outed me with a bald spot. and I don't even have one. Oh, dude, that shit, dude, that kind of, bro, come on, man. You can't help but to like laugh at something like that, dude. You know, because like you guys know how sometimes I'm really hot-headed, right? But that I can't even. There's nothing to be mad at with that. Lemmer, hell yeah, buddy. Let's get her done, brother. Let's get her done. But anyway, team, I want to explore with you the NVIDIA play. Also, Sebastian, have you happened to take a look at Microsoft by any chance? You're gonna sell at at what? I remember, you know, I can't tell if that's a joke because there was another participant or a student, right? He would always tell me things like, I got the plan. So I'm gonna buy the stock at $48, and you know, being that I get the luck that I get, I'm gonna make a killing, and I'm for sure gonna sell it at $14. So he used to tell me that all the time, and I'm like, bro, let me help you, man. But yeah, very interesting run happening on on the XRP asset right now, guys. We did. I mean, we literally spoke of these resistances just yesterday. Oh, 306.08. Okay, yeah, that's part of yesterday's plan. I think it was right. That was around our top side to 307 resistance. Potential pullback to validate the tops of 304, 305. I think maybe 313, 301. No, was it 3031? I forgot what it was, but right, yeah, I know. I'm familiar with what you're talking about now. Good stuff. Okay, yeah, I want to visit both Tesla, Microsoft, guys. We should take a look at APLD as well. Ninja, I know he was trying to get me to look at that. In fact, maybe we should get a quick look on that play too. Hold on, guys, hold on. And potentially observe if it's got like, if it's ready for a move. Let's see. Okay. So, that is fair. That is fair. So I think that, I mean, really anywhere in here, really, anywhere in here would technically be an entry, right? So if you want to bottom tick that, you know, that without, I don't know that you're going to be entirely successful at it. Not saying that, you know, not saying anything about execution talent, nothing like that. I'm saying that if you want to know the penny entry would be the low of this bar, but you know, liquidity could be available above it. So low would be 174.51. Seb, have you been gathering position here yet? Because I'm kind of waiting for that bottom side. Yeah, I have. I mentioned it once, and I should have already done the damn thing. Sui. Yeah. That was the one that got uplisted into Coinbase not too long ago. I think a few months ago. Okay. Yeah, Sui. Yeah, I'm presently down around 8% on, and not Sui, guys, on Nvidia. But that doesn't matter. I'm playing the play. I'm playing the play for what it is. Let's see. Up. And then also, guys, damn it, man, with that. Hold on, we're gonna observe this here. It's just, I don't know how close we are. I don't know how close we are right now to a pullback, guys. We have I think we have a 3 hour coming up. Yeah, we do. So we have a 3 hour time frame closure coming up. Don't FOMO into Tesla just yet, right? Because this over the next, I would say 13 over the next maybe 13 minutes from now, 12 to 13 minutes from now, this could start decompressing. And this could be an area here at 419.84, but I'm more looking for hopefully like around these targets right around here, 418.10 on Tesla. I want to see if maybe we can get that bottom side and see about continuation, because Tesla is looking extremely. Guys, this is your traditional bull flag here, right? This is not looking bad whatsoever. So there could be a chance. There could be a chance into the upside on this. Okay. I want to make sure. Yeah, guys. It's just, sometimes I may miss the ball on some of the requests, but it's in light of giving you a play that has a high probability too. Lioness GDC got stuck at $7 and has not moved. GDC got stuck at, okay. That's weird because I was reading an upside on that still. I was still reading the potentials of, I think I spoke about it in last night's video, that there could be a $10. There was not an upside into that at all. It just went to $7 and stayed. I think I remember mentioning that we could have a run and a pullback from around $10, I think, and then validate before continuation, and also not to over lever into the Fed. Let's see. Tesla, the hourly, that could be sitting around there. Ooh, Seb, dude, are you looking at this? My brother. Let me see. Dude, we have potentials here. Again. I don't believe this is going to do it again, dude. Oh my goodness. It's cooked. We have, dude, 3 hours to close this 4-day bar. I wouldn't go in yet. No. I wouldn't go in on it on Tesla just yet. Not even at the target that I gave you. Well, I mean, maybe there could be something around that 396. There is a 4-day gap around there, but not yet, guys. Not yet. Hold off on this, and hold off for any positions that you're going to think that you're going to hold overnight. Do not. I'm not going to speak for you, but I will not hold too heavy overnight, which is why I'm kind of nervous about entering Nvidia at those lows. But I already kind of did. Guys, I want you to be super careful over how you move next. It touched 1066. Holy crap. Yeah, that's because of the 5-day closure. So it would need a 60 to 70% chances of pulling back a 50% of your prior bar. So that's probably happening right now as Nvidia is probably doing that same thing. Yeah, check it out. Nvidia is also practicing a pullback on the 5-day closure. This is your new 5-day bar, right? This is your prior one. Huge upside on that. So I imagine that everything might try to do this too. I just have a mess of tickers. Hold on, guys. Oh my goodness! Wow. Let's see. It looks like in inverse head and shoulders too. Okay, yeah. Let's see. I don't want to look at Tesla. Ever since I missed my gains, I hate Tesla, dude. I hear that. Don't enter the market on that either way. I feel like there's something. Yeah, there's something there. Hold on. Okay. If you guys are in the BTU play, heads up, you are at a take profit target now, 2007. If you want to get the top ends, remember that your 50% would have been, now that I'm just flying by it, right? 50%, 2048, top end would be around your 2074. And should it have a liquidity grab, maybe into the 2153, guys. But I got to say, this feels pretty okay here, I mean, you're rejecting from your take profit target, which we kind of evaluated already. Good stuff, guys. Let me continue looking here. That was the BTU play for sure. Okay. Oh man, the UNH really did start to fall. And this would be, holy crap, dude. It's an inverse head and shoulders on the 20-minute of Tesla. Brother. BTU was good. We got the bull play already done. Tesla, we got that done. This would be bull, the actual downside play, and this is gonna be UNH. Got it. Okay. All right, guys. So I'm looking at Nvidia here on this chart, and I'm seeing that there is a probability of a bounce coming in. Like I said, right? I'm really nervous over this. So we're currently inside of this gap here. We're supporting from this gap around the 175.15. The lower bound, I guess, would probably be this bar here, which kind of did do that. 174.84 on a 5-day time. But I mean, I guess that would be the one thing to kind of invalidate it. But or yeah, should it get any lower in price? Potentially the ones. Yeah, I do have to point it out. Okay, fine. It would be the gap below that. Just about this target here, guys. So if we want to observe probability lows, 174.21, 173.53, 173.53. Yes. And I will say something too, guys. The 3-hour time frame is coming to a close in around 12 minutes. This may start decompressing soon, but it depends on where it decompresses to. So there could be a little bit of a pump to the upside here in the immediate short term, guys. Right around these targets here, it would be roughly 175.72 to 175.85. This would be the zone to face resistance from. Liquidity grabs can be observed at around 176.13, right? Continuation to the downside. I'm feeling pretty confident about this, about the downside happening here. Let's see. So yeah, price action trajectory would be resistance here, right? Validate your local supports. Local supports could be observed at around 175.32. So 175.32 low, right? This would get a pump into this resistance now, right? 176.14. This would then continue down into your, yeah, I guess your day's low, 174.83. This would technically validate your 175.30, and then we would continue on to the entry conditions for a long. Okay, guys. So I'm not certain that we're gonna make this downside here, because it feels like we may be in that average to where we start experiencing further retracement. Oh, man, yeah. So keep these in mind. Should we have those entries? Man, that would be outstanding. Okay. And yeah, guys, I'm not sure that we're going to move down that low. And it's also just a little bit lower than your daily time frame. This would be the real, that would really be the real supports, guys. But so if it does come back towards your 174.85, I'm going to adjust this just a little bit. Yeah, 174.82, right? These could be areas to where you start loading very lightly, right? And yeah. Okay. All right, perfect, team. So that's Nvidia at that point, guys. I'm not sure if we're gonna get that. I'm not sure if it's actually gonna happen, but I could already see the retracements in the immediate short term. I'm not gonna lie, this also looks like a bear flag. Hold on. Well, I guess we would be betting on that, right? Potential head and shoulders even here too, and then also a rising wedge, which is the exit strategy. So this would be some along the lines of this here and just about that there, right? Yeah, I don't think this is ready for the continuation to the upside, guys. I do think that this could, let me see the 50% of the formation. This is where I think it's going to break down from, but it usually can go towards the 65 to 75%, the apex. So I'm going to do that from that point of the apex. So the downside on the first target would actually get you 174.96. Okay, and the second target would actually be this right about here. This would introduce to you, yeah, right around the 174.82. It's actually 174.78 in this case, but yeah, still no real difference. So when that happens, guys, there could be continuation, right? Because this is this could look like these little ladder downs, right? When you're observing in a 2-minute time frame, this become, I mean, those odds become really crappy. But still, this could introduce a bounce from that area of 174.85, back test your resistances anywhere in here, right? Your 175.05. Then this would continue on a downside here too. So the fact that it does have a downside reaching the these lows of 174.21, I can't tell you that would be officially what's going to happen here. So let me pull up data cells real quick and see what your daily ATR low is on this. So 172.33. Man, I am close enough. Holy crap. Jeez. Okay, fine. I don't know that it's going to reach that low, guys. So just heads up on this. And again, because we have the Fed interest rate decision coming in mañana, that can add that can add several dynamics to price. Many dynamics that I think honestly, guys, if they mention or if they confirm a 50 bip rate hike, which I'm not even remotely saying that it is going to happen. I'm just giving you the ifs, right? The ifs conditions. So if that happens, then the market may actually rally, continue. And should we get a 25 bip rate cut announced, which is what we were already pricing in, very likely we could see a correction move to the downside. And it doesn't mean that the world is over. It just means that we're getting a downside move, right? It would be distribution, take profits based on the bet, and that's fine. Okay, guys. So I want you to be real careful into trading the next days here. Okay, but yeah, guys. So that's pretty good. Hold on just a moment. Let me kind of put this on the side here. Save that, boy. Okay. Let me close this off here. Okay. The APLD play, it's having a little bit of trouble right now. I like that it's already above. I really do. I like it that it's already above your prior day's closing valuation. It's a pretty good statement, and it did, you essentially came back down to close that gap. So in reality, your 5-day time frame hasn't been tickled at all here. It's just gotten around a 15% retrace, and that's and that's okay. But does it have upside continuation from an immediate short term? Sorry. Let's observe. As simple as that. Yeah, you're getting like these look like impulses. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like upside is confirmed into the bi-minute time frame from your earlier like 1 minute and beyond that. It's just not an area that I'd really like to look at. But yeah, I am catching an upside probability here. Your 3 minute time frame certainly still has an upside. Yes, it's still on the upside in the 4 minute time frame for sure. 5 minute time frame looking pretty okay here. 10 minute time frame still looking at upside. 50% retrace, but it's kind of struggling with the continuation, and that's because the 3 hour time frame is coming. Did this already make the 3 hour? Oh my goodness, man, XRP is going. Yeah, this thing just had that pullback of maybe the 3 hours. So I'm wondering if this is now correcting back towards the upside where where the direction was. Your 20 minute time frame certainly still upside on that. 30 minute time frame upside still has upside into the hourly. Bi-hourly still has a kink there. I would probably consider this time actually. 36 cents to the upside from the opening of the hourly bar. If we open around here, maybe even 1941, that can bring you 1980 to $20. Just right about here. 1979. Wow. APLD feels like it's just temporarily chilling. Whoa, look at this. XRP about to break. It's breaking out. This is also a zone where you could just get short as hell. But it is pretty much, yeah, it is doing it. All right. Anyway, back to this, guys. Okay, so it would actually be, I would do this instead. I would do the bi-hourly time frame upside. So that would give us 52 cents on tap. You be careful, buddy. And that would put us at an ATR top of 1991. Okay, well, yeah, not bad. Just about $19.93 is your resistance. I'm expecting price to go here in the more immediate short term. Upside continues into the 3. 4 still with the upside. 6 hour still with the upside. 8. 12 hours of upside. Man. That's 89 cents to the upside from 1963. Wow. So 2060s is where this is going. There's your resistance right there. This is what it's trying to do. It's trying to retrace towards 2056. Holy crap. All right. Yeah, still looking really good. I need you guys to be careful, okay, guys? Please be super, super, super careful. Still on the upside, man. And that ticker too, buddy. This feels like it's completely confluent to the market. See your daily? Whoo, man. 3 hours to close this buy daily. My goodness, it's engulfing the last 3 candles. That is pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. This is likely to fire off a signal. You're likely to pull back because of the resistance levels that you're on. But this is very, very likely continuing. Number one is you do have a pretty nice broadening wedge on this. The structure is leading A-OK, just roughly like this, right? All right. Stop drawing. Whoa, check it out, guys. My goodness. Here we go again. This is XRP trying that damn thing again. It's looking nervous. It really is. Ripple price at crossroads. Will XRP rip or dump next? Oh my goodness. Holy crap. It feels like it's about to burst. This is a huge area of resistance. Usually people short into this, so if the longs do not have power, it will drop super hard. But it's yeah, impressively enough, it is holding pretty nicely. Okay, so JD. Oh, there it goes. Holy shit. Damn. Oh my goodness. This thing is starting to get super shaky. Let's see. My goodness. 306.08 to 307, 308. 306.08 to 30. Is it 308? Yeah. Bro, yeah, I often get on like, you know, oh, it like the thesis is working, dude. It's so much pressure. It's so much pressure. You know, I'm exhausted looking at this thing working. It's like, that's really tough, dude. You know, to determine these kinds of things are really tough. But yeah, guys, JD is in, I mean, this thing is in a huge bullish formation. And should this thing have, you know, its target, I would say roughly here would be the one to consider. Just about like this. Put this on that top, and you're looking at around 39.51 JD. Whoa. Lemmer, I love you, buddy. Let's see. Yeah, damn. I would say that you do have a nice little zone here, starting from 3780. I think this top side might have to do it around your 4208. And what I will say is that this feels like it feels like a breakout strategy going on. Now, the next thing here, guys, is this. Check this out. Please be careful as this makes the upside here, because that also could be the workings of a shoulder for the right-hand shoulder here in a head and shoulders formation. That typically presents danger, and it also could be an exit strategy from man, I hope it's not. I really hope it's not. I think it's broadening. I really hope it's not. Okay. And it does make sense too. So you would have your test 1, 2, 3, big capitulation, fake out, drop into the areas, fake falls breakdown, back up to this area here, and then a type of continuation. The rate of change is going to matter, guys. If we start breaking above into this zone here, we would really need to start closing valuations above 42.12. So the prior week high. Yeah, I agree. I completely agree. All right, guys, if this is the bearish formation that we're building on JD, then be careful, because your take profit conditions on this play would be here. 2150, and these have a strong batting average. Oh, dude. Yeah, guys, please be careful with this one. All right, team. Oh man, look at that guy go over there. It really isn't slowing down. Jeez, dude. Okay, very cool. Think I'm gonna take profit. Don't want to get greedy. Wait till after the Fed report. Yeah, absolutely. I encourage that, guys. I'm like feeling nervous over, any positions held overnight. I am feeling weird over Nvidia. Oh, did we get it? I think we just did. Hold on, Nvidia. Dude, look at that. That downside couldn't have been it. No. Okay. Phew. I still has all that. Okay. All right, guys. Yeah. I thought something different completely, but I must have been tripping. Okay. You sold it. Good job, bro. Good job. Guys, I will say that, when it comes to overnight, leverage here, it's okay because it's okay only because we're not announcing the rate cuts here until further down the road. But still, right, it presents a lot of danger. I am going to ask that maybe the green traders stay away from risking on live, or if you want to go ahead and really trade it, trade with very little cash, only enough for it to burn, not for it to make your difference in life. Okay, guys. But guys, I do have to head over to the school right now and see what's up with the little boy. They called a few times, but yeah, guys, if you need anything at all, just DM me. I'll be around. Okay, I'll try to get here as soon as humanly possible. Financial, love you, buddy. You gonna chill here? All right, my brother. But guys, not a problem, guys. You're very welcome. Thank you, team. You reach out to me with any questions or concerns. I'm here for you. All right, guys. Take care. You got a newbie. Bye, Lioness. Thank you so much. Ninja, love you, buddy. Sebastian, I love you, buddy. Call me for anything. See you, team. Be well. Be safe. We'll talk soon. George K, I love you, buddy. You got it, man. No problem. See you, team. $1 bill. Yee. Later, 10. Peace out, guys.